Okay, my name is Uzoramaka Interview. I'm a senior registrar working with the respiratory unit. I'm a member of the West African College of Physicians. When people don't have access to medications, especially inhalers, it has a huge impact. I always tell my patients that inhalers are emergency drugs. They have to have them wherever they are, in school, in church, at home. But many times we have our patients coming to clinic without their inhalers. And we had the child that came that could not even speak. And we're asking him, what's the problem? He said he's fine. And when we checked him, he wasn't breathing well. And the excuse was, well, there was no inhaler. And that was a month-long gap in not having an inhaler. We had to call the mother there. The father came with him. He didn't know what was happening. So these are real-life situations. Asthma is an emergency. It's a respiratory emergency, and children can die from it. So it has a huge impact when we have our children not having their inhalers wherever they are. Families that are struggling financially to provide routine medications for their children have to face a lot of things, a lot of challenges. Now, these children have to go to school and they don't do well because they are still struggling to breathe. They have to go to class, they have to go for sports, they have to go for so many things like other children, and they are struggling. The families too are struggling because the truth is that many of them cannot afford the inhalers now. Most of the companies that are making the inhalers have left the country. And so access to inhalers now, it's very difficult. So many families tend to just leave it out and say the child will be fine, just as with the case we saw in clinic. They felt the child could cope, and really he wasn't coping. And when we see these children, they don't do well in school, they don't do well in sports, their quality of life becomes so reduced, almost living like animals. And that is not what we want for our children, for the future of Nigeria. So we are really happy that we have these 240 inhalers. They will go a long way in bringing smiles and better quality of life for our patients that have asthma. We thank IA NGO for the Breathe Easy project. Thank you for understanding that people need help and for coming to their aid. Luth is very grateful. The children in the respiratory clinic will be very grateful for this.